Welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into the Flytanium Arcade. This is kind of their middle of the road. They do have a light and then they have a pro. I'll get into those details here in just a little bit. But I picked this up on a Black Friday deal. I've been carrying it for a few weeks now. I'm not sure when this is actually going to come out. It could be, way later on down the road. I got 30 knives to do reviews on and release, so just bear with me. But the whole point of my channel when we review knives are to remain between $30 and $120 roughly. This knife is well beyond that, but I got a really good deal on it, and I wanted a knife that I could customize, and that's what the Flytanium Arcade is known for. It is known for its customizable options, so that's why I really wanted to try this out. I have the Beef, I have the Concourse. They also have one other knife that they released in 2025, but this one I really wanted to try out, and you can spend quite a bit of money customizing these, so if you do go this route, just be careful. It's just little prices here and there, but that stuff will add up. So this they have in multiple different color options with multiple different inlays, but this one specifically is the Void Black Ultim. It's the kind of amber Ultim inlays here, and then it actually comes with some black G10 inlays if you want to swap those out. But you can also, like I said, you can replace basically everything. You can get different aluminum colored scales. You can get carbon fiber, titanium, I think wood, micarta, all sorts of different inlays, fat carbon. You can swap out the thumb studs, the blade, the bearings, the pivot, all the set screws, the pocket clip. I mean, basically everything on here is swappable. The only thing that stays the same is the shark lock, the Demco shark lock. So I was telling you there's a light version, which is a polycarbonate or plastic scale. So super lightweight, and that comes with an AUS 10A blade steel. And then they have the Arcade, which is an aluminum scale with different inlays depending on which one you choose, with the S35VN blade steel. And then they have the Pro, which is going to be a titanium frame with a 20CV blade steel. So big range there. All three, you're going to start at $100, and the Pro goes up to $300. This typically sits at $200, but on the deal I got it at $130. So just slightly past what I wanted to stay within, but I also really wanted one that I could customize. Other knives I could, maybe send off the scales to get some custom work done. I could replace the bearings, but the Arcade, they just make it super easy to kind of build exactly what you want. And normally I don't go with the black coating on the blades. I like stone washed, I like satin finishes, but certain knives and color combos, I like the black blade or the black coating on the blade. This one, the idea I have is basically all black with purple accents. That's why I chose this one, because I'm going to be replacing the thumb studs and the scale or the inlays. Even though these are purple aluminum, to me they look blue most of the time. And then the inlays, I haven't got them in yet. They're actually sold out, so I gotta wait. But I'm gonna go with the Purple Haze fat carbon inlays, so it's a lot of black carbon fiber with purple accents. I think that's gonna look really good. And I'll show you what I already have for it, and then if a couple of the things show up in the next couple of days, I'll throw it in at the end of the video. But I don't think the scales are going to come back in stock anytime soon, so when those come in stock in the future, I'll update you guys on that. But this is the first time I've ever used a knife with the Demco shark lock, and when I first got it, I was like, whoa, this is super awkward. I love this lock. It is like the most fidgety, mechanical feeling mechanism that I've ever used, and I like it a lot. So you can pull this back and it's not going to disengage really. The operation is to pull back and lift up at the same time, and it's kind of a timing thing, and I enjoy that. I enjoy it a lot. It's super smooth, it's super mechanical, like just the sound of it, the operation of it. I like it. I like it a lot. So lots of different customizable options, like I was stating. This one with the purple aluminum thumb studs, the Demco shark lock, it does have jimping or grip on the shark lock on the top and the front, so you can get plenty of grip with your finger. No problem there. And You can even use this as like thumb grip when you're using it, or they also have some really nice jimping on top of this blade. Really grippy. I like that a lot. It does have a deep carry pocket clip that is reversible. This you can actually request when you purchase the knife to be drilled out for left-hand carry, and they'll drill it out so you can access that hole. Anytime you buy customizable or custom inlays, you can request that. So I thought that was a really cool option. So it is reversible, but you have to request it, or you can drill it out yourself if you want to take the chance on that. This has a 3.2 inch S35 VN drop point blade with a black DLC coating. The handle is 4.5 inches long, and the overall length is going to be 7.7 inches, and it comes in right around 3.4 ounces. So it's got good weight to it, not super light, not super heavy. It just feels solid. It feels like a really good knife. It is on ceramic ball bearings. It does have a elongated lanyard hole back here. It is on standoffs. It is a tip-up carry, and the blade is nice and centered, as you can see there. So like I said, the light version comes in at 100, this comes in at 2, and the Pro comes in at 3, so they can get very expensive, especially if you start customizing them. But let me go ahead and show you what I have for it. I have the Mohawk titanium back spacers, so we'll replace these standoffs in the back with the purple titanium. And then I also picked up the titanium purple pivot, which I tried to get the set that comes with the screws that replace basically everything on here, but it was sold out, so I just picked this up. I just purchased these screws yesterday, so they should be here soon. They came back in stock. Their anodizing isn't, it's like hit or miss. Like some of the parts are coated more than others. So like this side is a lot darker purple than this side, and the Mohawk backspacer is a little bit different. At first it really bothered me, but I think once it's all done, it's going to kind of give it a really cool look. I don't know how else to explain it. I think it's still going to look really good, even though the colors are slightly different. And then I also picked up the titanium purple thumb studs, which you can see the aluminum purple. When you hold this up to it, that just looks straight up blue. So yeah, that's what I picked up so far. I also have the Skiff Rocket Glide bearings to replace the ones that are in here. So I'm waiting on the purple titanium screws for the rest. And then I also got the purple titanium pocket clip. I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep this black one just in case, because I don't know if that's gonna be too much purple. I want it to be all blacked out with just purple accents. The Fat Carbon purple haze just has a little bit of purple in it, so lots of black with just hints of purple. I think that's gonna look really, really cool. I just don't know if the purple pocket clip's going to be over the top or not. But if that comes in the next couple days, I'll throw that in at the end of the video so you guys can see what it looks like. The only thing we'll be missing is the Fat Carbon inlays, but we'll run the black G10 inlays until then. So let me go ahead and get that all done, and then you guys can see what it looks like. But here is a look at it before we do any of the changes. And like I said, I have been carrying this for about 3 or 4 weeks. And this is just an awesome everyday carry knife. I absolutely love this locking mechanism. It grew on me so fast. Definitely a solid option. So let me go ahead and tear this down and get it put back together, and I'll show you what it looks like. Well, they did a good job on the pocket clip. Where's your good poopin' dog? There's a poopin' dog. That's Bentley. He's a good boy. There we go. So yeah, they did a nice job on the pocket clip, as well as the small hardware. Like, those are done really well. I feel like they could have hit these a little bit more, but let me go ahead and get these installed and we'll see what it looks like. So here it is, all finished with the screws and the pocket clip. They came in 3 days later, so I figured I might as well just hold off on editing it and show you guys that. But the inlays, the fat carbon purple haze inlays, are on back order, or they just don't have a supply of them right now. But as soon as those come in, I will order them, but who knows how long that'll be. I am extremely happy with how it came out. We switched to the black G10 inlays, got the titanium purple screws, got the titanium purple pivot and titanium purple thumb studs, then the titanium Mohawk backspacer in purple, as well as the titanium pocket clip. I think it turned out really good. This is exactly what I was wanting it to look like, minus the fat carbon that I don't have yet, but operation is still phenomenal. I love how fidgety this locking mechanism is. And I don't have any issues with quality control as far as parts not being correct or any issues like that. Operation is still exactly how it's supposed to be. The blade is still nice and centered. And here you can just see some of the parts that we replaced, old standoffs in place of the Mohawk backspacer, the inlays, the pocket clip, the set screws, the bearings, and aluminum thumb studs. I'm really happy with it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer it for you guys. There you can see that thumb stud isn't colored quite as well as everything else, but I think they did a great job on all the other stuff, and I'm still extremely happy with it. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up, and if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.